This meeting is being recorded.
Hi, and welcome to the Top Talent Live Hour. No, it's not. Top Talent 1010 podcast, episode 3. With 10 marvellous acts here. We're going to feature one song each of them and have a little bit of complimentaries in between. So after each song, if you want to say anything to each other, if you unmute yourself, I will know that you want to say something, and I'll stop at your name to get a wee word in. You don't have to. Some people don't like talking. Some people love it. You know, try not to talk too long, or we'll be here for a month. That'll take so long. But anyway, the first guest of this evening is a good friend of ours now, Joey Stuckey, over in Georgia. Joey, how are you doing, my friend?
I am doing well, my friend. It's always a pleasure to be in your company.
Hey, not as much as I think it is to be in yours. So, Joey, could you just tell everybody who doesn't know you, who is Joey Stuckey? What do you do? What kind of music, etc.? Your little bio.
Yeah. So, well, I had a brain tumor as a child, and so it left me blind and with a couple other health challenges. So my ears are really the main way that I experience the universe. And when I was 13 years old, I got into sound recording, had my first job at 15. By the time I was 19, I'd moved into a professional studio space. I've been doing it ever since. I'm in my 40s now. And I do music recording, just any kind of audio work. That's my main job, is working as a producer, recording engineer, and session musician for other artists. And then I also do some education at a couple of universities here. I teach music technology. I advocate for accessibility for the blind for music technology. And then I also am a touring recording artist in my own right. So I put up my own music, do a little music journalism on the side, and I talk a lot.
You're an absolute pleasure to be around, man. I recommend everybody check and follow out Joey Stuckey. We've got one song I'd like to feature of yours today with your band, I believe, Born to Be Your Toy. What's the story behind that song? Why did you write that song?
Yeah. So I wrote that with a dear friend of mine, Charlie Hoskins, who's actually from the UK and was in the band The Popes. And Charlie passed away in 2017. So it's always an honor for me to continue to promote the work we did together, because he was just an amazing person. But Charlie would oftentimes write the guitar parts and the chords and stuff, and then he'd send it to me and I'd write the lyrics and the melody. And so this song had such a real gritty feel to it. It sort of sounds Led Zeppelin like to me, a little Led Zeppelin-esque to me. And I loved it. And so I wrote a song about a very unhealthy relationship where the woman is just, you're so, in this sense, for me, it was a woman, obviously, but that I was thinking about in my past. We're not allowed to talk about it anymore because I'm married. But no, I was just thinking that, oftentimes we'll get in a relationship that we know is bad for us, but we do it anyway. And we're just obsessed with this person and being around this person. And you think, I just have to, my entire happiness rests on being with this person. And that you're being manipulated, that you're being treated wrong, and you stay anyway. So that's kind of what the song's about. Born to Be Your Toy. It's just kind of like, I know I should leave you, but I just can't.
Well, without further ado, let's everybody get acquainted with Joey Stuckey if you don't already know. Right, absolutely fantastic musician. Born to Be Your Toy by Joey Stuckey.
Be right. I lost a fight, the race is run. I say never again. You say, come here, boy. Yeah. Oh, you do, baby. You win again. I was born to be a toy. I say never again. You say, come here, boy. You win again. I was born to be a toy. I was born to be a toy. I was born to be a toy. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
I
Absolutely
really
awesome.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Thank you, my friend.
I've got a little question. If anybody would like to get a word in with Joey, just unmute yourself if you know how to. If you don't, raise your hand and I'll unmute you, man. Joey, absolutely awesome. You know what I think you did. What's next for Joey Stuckey? What projects have you got on the go at the moment? What's next
Well,
for you, man?
Yeah. So one of the things that's a bit of a challenge, being a brain tumor survivor with some health challenges that I have to sort of work on every day, is COVID has made it really hard to tour. So I'm finishing up my next record. It's almost done, but I'm kind of waiting. And engaging the live music market and that kind of thing, and making sure that I can tour safely, which is different for me than it might be for other folks. So I'm waiting on the live scene to kind of get where it needs to be for me to feel like I can do it safely and not put myself at any risk. But while all that's going on, I am working hard, just like a chicken with the proverbial head cut off, for my studio clients. So we're working hard in the studio. I've got about 6 or 7 projects running at the moment from different clients, from Christian rock to singer-songwriter to Americana. And then at the same time, and this is kind of an exciting announcement, I hadn't really talked about this anywhere else, actually. So this is a scoop on this podcast, but we're getting ready to build a new studio space. And we're going to start breaking ground on it this year. We were getting ready to do it back in 2020, and then COVID sort of derailed everything. Supply lines got kind of tight. Things got kind of weird. Nobody knew what was going on. But we're ramping up to start the new studio space again. We just bought a new building that was available for sale unexpectedly right behind my current studio. So all that's happening. It's honestly going to probably take 18 months to get it all done, because I'm not going to rush. I'm going to do it right. But the new studio space is 9,000 square feet on one floor, and there are 3 floors that will all be studio facilities, including some apartments, so that clients can actually stay on site, not have to go anywhere once they park their bus or their car. Yeah. I think it's important that we're, and the thing is, we're not trying to make money off the apartments. We're just trying to make it an extra part of the studio. So, just to help the clients and help the bands. And so anyway, all that's going on. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm meeting with a lot of acoustic designers and spending my time doing that. Of course, always busy advocating for adaptive technology. I just had a really interesting meeting with some absolute geniuses in the artificial intelligence arena for the Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Technical Committee with the Audio Engineering Society. And we've been talking about how artificial intelligence, or AI, can help people that are blind navigate our screen-driven universe. So a lot of little things going on like that. Plus, like I said, doing all the other things that I do.
Well, Joey, do you know, almost everybody's unmuted themselves to get a little compliment in. So let's start from the bottom. Scott from Ohio, then Ollie. Scott, what's your thoughts on Joey, quickly?
Rock on, dude. I loved your superb audio mastering and mixing. That
thank
was
you,
superb.
sir.
That was superb.
I really appreciate that. Means a lot to me. I sure appreciate that.
Very welcome.
Well said. Ollie, and then Phil. Phil, you just joined, so you missed most of Joey's, unless you heard a little bit. You can say a wee compliment. But Ollie, then Phil.
Yeah, I just thought it was a fantastic track. Just really enjoyed the groove in it. And yeah, it was really well done.
I appreciate that. It was a lot of fun to do, and the thing is, what I love about my job as an artist, I have one style for myself, but I'm a bit of a restless spirit. So I love working for other artists because it lets me play country and hip hop and classical and all the other things. It lets me be in that arena without actually playing that music myself for my own artistry. So I've sort of been, I'm still a bit eclectic in my own music, but over the past 5 years, I've been doing what I call progressive Americana, which is blues-based, rock-based stuff with a little bit of sort of progressive rock, jazz type stuff thrown in for good measure. You don't really hear it as much in that song, but you will if you dig far enough into the catalog.
Yeah,
but thank you for your kind words. I sure appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Phil, would you like to say something? Phil, then Popper. Phil.
Yeah, well, look, sorry, I came in late. I have difficulty getting on, but I finally got it. Look, I only heard about the last 20 or 30 seconds of that song, but it sounded pretty good. It certainly woke me up. It got me going. So congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate that. That's awesome.
Awesome. Popper, what is your thoughts here? Enjoy, Popper.
Yeah, I would like to know if was the song recorded with a live band or was that digital? Because if it was digital, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's all live. I mean, we do. So the way my studio works and the way I work is I have spent all my money on analog equipment and real instruments. So I've got a 7-piece, DW drum kit. I've got a baby grand piano. I've spent more money than is reasonable on guitars and amps. And and then I spend a ton of money on, I've got about 200 strong microphone collection, ribbon mics and all kind of very specialized tools. So yeah, we use, really expensive mic pre's, all the best microphones, all that kind of stuff. And we spend a lot of time making the rooms right. So you're hearing a lot of my room in that recording. There's a lot of room mics going on. So it is it is all very much. Yeah, absolutely. So it is
real good, man. I love the production, man. Great job on the production.
Thank you very much. And the thing is, we record everything to the computer, but we use all the analog outboard gear. So we get, in my mind, we get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I just started performing with a live band and going to start recording with a live band. So I like it, man. Yeah.
There's nothing like it. Well, just everybody being in the same room. Yeah, it's
great
awesome.
Job.
Thank you, sir.
Well said. We've got another 6. Terry, then Michael. Terry, what's your quick thoughts here on Joy?
Yeah, I really liked it. I like the big fat drum sound at the beginning. Reminded me of when the levee breaks.
Absolutely. That's what we were going for. So I love you for saying that.
Yeah, you can hear that the sound kind of bouncing off the walls as well. You can tell it's live. It's it's nice. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we wanted a real gritty, raw, sound, and actually I feel like we actually debuted this song live in January of 2020 at the world famous Whiskey A Go Go in LA, and I was so excited to do it there because I felt like that it was a real, sing-along crowd, getting the crowd enthusiastic type song. And I was so gratified when people really did sing along with it and seemed to enjoy the groove. So it was a lot of fun. And that's the vibe we wanted to go in the recording. We wanted that feel.
Well said. Right, so let's see that we've got Michael, Ari, Mira, then Steve. I've got something to say quickly. Michael.
Yeah, Joey, it was amazing. I loved your story. I love your activism. I love your voice, and I love the big bottom drums that were mentioned earlier. Great work. It's great recording and a great tune.
Thank you very much. This is how I spend my life is a bit set of walking ears. So I have a microphone surgically attached to me at all times. So I love doing it, and I appreciate that you liked it because we work hard at it. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's amazing track.
Check him out on Spotify, Michael. It's full. Every song has got world class, man. So Ari, then Mira, then Steve. Ari, Fernand.
Yeah, really love the heaviness of the song and the groove there. Being a metal fan myself, so I really love the heavy elements of the song, and I love your voice. It's has a nice roughness to it, and rock on. That was
Thank you, my
Tight
friend.
song,
Well,
tight song, excellent song.
Well, that means a lot. You know, I'm a big heavy fan myself. I don't do much of it in my own music per se, but my birthday was just about a week and a half ago, and I bought the very expensive Metallica box set.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. So I'm a huge fan of that the Bob Rock stuff they did with the Black Album, and I mean, you know, and it's just
great.
Boy, I mean, and that's a heck of a recording. So now I've got a box that I can carry around that has more discs in it than you can imagine. But I love some hard rock.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, rock on.
Great answer. Mira over in Sydney, then Steve in Portugal. Mira, what's your thoughts there, Mira?
Hi everyone, I'm Mira Avlon. I'm an Australian pop singer. I'm so pleased to meet you all here in today's show. Welcome to Sydney. Regarding my singing, music is my life, music is my journey. Before coming to the industry, I'm a singer performer. I used to sing in various cultural shows and here in Sydney and have lots of fun. I have done so far 4 music albums, and Sing My Song is my latest new song and my favorite one. I love this song. I love my song because it's
Mira.
yeah.
Sorry, we're not on your section yet. I think you're mixed up. We're not on your section. We're just asking you what you think of Joey's song there, because I've got an order. You're down as the actual 6th.
Yeah,
so,
it is a good one. It's nice stuff. It's the song was like more rap, and it was like a new method.
Awesome.
Like
yeah,
it was like fascinating. Yeah.
Well, check him out. Honestly, Joey's a very friendly person. If you had him, I'm sure he'll be your friend. Steve in Portugal. Absolutely. Then we'll get on to the second guest. Steve in Portugal, what's your thoughts? Sorry, on you go.
Joey, yeah, I thought that your song was brilliant. It was kind of bluesy. It was rocking. It had me tapping my feet here, which is always a good sign. Yeah, Absolutely. It was great.
Mission accomplished. Thank you very much, my friend.
You're welcome.
And Mark, I just want to say to you, I'm going to wave at you because I can't find the screen reader doesn't find the unmute button. So when I want to chat and talk to the other wonderful folks on I'll just sort of wave at you. Is that cool?
Right, brother. I'll unmute you as soon as I see that. Nice one.
Okay.
Thanks for being a great guest, Joey. Now we're going to second part of the show. Thank you, brother. Cheers.
Yes.
Mr. Big Papa. Big Papa's our second guest here. Papa, how are you, dude? Could you tell us the same? Who is Big Papa? Where are you? What type of music do you do, etc.? Who is Big Papa? Yeah, man.
Yeah, how everybody doing today? Hope everybody doing good. I'm in Orlando, Florida, in the States. I'm a hip hop artist. Been doing hip hop over 15 years. Love the music. Is in my blood. One of the songs that I gave to talents is a song that's called For the OGs. And I just feel like, as we get older, me myself, I didn't know where I was still fitting in at. So I had to pick a gender. I had to pick an age group. I had to find out who I wanted to be, because when I was doing music, here I am, 16, 17, doing music, getting older and older. I'm starting to get separated age group as far as who am I doing music for. So I had to, reinvent myself. And I had to know my target audience, and I know now that I want to make music for 25 and up. And I started making music for the OGs. That's what this song is about, for the OGs.
Well, it's absolutely brilliant, and a world-class rapper. So you are, and I class you a good friend now, Papa. Without further ado, For the OGs by Big Papa. Do you hear this? Yeah.
I'm gonna do this one for the OGs, man. Yeah. I can't breathe. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. Hey. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. Hey, hey. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. Hey. This one for the OGs. If you pull it out, you better pull the trigger. I don't play with you cowards over here. I'm so real, make your mama drop a tear. Diamonds on my neck, diamonds in my ear.
And I stay fly like a bird in the sky. If I make a call, they be coming like an army. Knocking shit down like a 50 foot tsunami. Always hungry, you can hear my stomach grumbling. They don't talk shit, they always murmur. Got something to say when a nigga getting money. Nigga from Florida getting New York love. Thought I started out, my lady from the Bronx. They call me Big Papa just in case you didn't know. I been getting money from the ceiling to the floor. Talk about being broke, I came from the gutter. Where you hear the guns that sound like a stutter. Every single day being nothing but a struggle. Mama worrying about a baby boy getting in trouble. Preach. This one for the OGs. 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 Hey. This one for the OGs. 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 Now me and George McCline from the same place. And me and Vince Carter from the same place. I never lied, dog, just to save face. I was the first nigga to roll through in that new race. A lot of rappers faking for the sidelines, violating the real nigga guidelines. It was easy for me to make a comeback. They rapping auto-tune the same track. Who won't that? Big sign, them solid boys keep it coming. Way before Baby and Cash Money was stunting. I made ends meet, selling hot beats. Then survived being shot twice by the police. I'm doing movies now, they can't stop it. V County finest, walking the red carpet. I'm on the big screen, I'm cool with that. But they fucked up, putting me and Preacher on the same track. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. Hey. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. Hey, hey. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. This one for the OGs. Hey. This one for the OGs.
Absolutely brilliant, Papa. You're the only rapper on this show. You're a little bit. It's you know, this is the most diverse show ever. You can have an opera singer, going to a rapper, going to a boy band, to whatever, you know. But Papa, check him out. If you're lucky enough to follow you back, he's flying. Instagram's your main place to get you, Papa. Where else do we find you?
Yes, man. I mean, I'm just continuing to work hard, man. And the whole thing is, like I said before, especially in the States here, you know what I mean? I don't know if everybody know what an OG is, but an OG is an older person who got clout. You know, everybody know who he is in the hood. And, you know, he kind of, since he's older, he's kind of like pushed on because of the younger generation. But you got us who's 30 and older, we being like forced to listen to an artist who's 20 and under. So I want to, you know, I'm making music, you know, so I'm happy if a younger audience listen to my music. Don't get that twisted, but I know who I want to make my music for. You know what I'm saying? I know. I just did a show here because I'm getting ready to do my own tour, and that we're going to be starting next month. I just did a show here where I sold out the event. All the people that was there came out and they came to have a good time. You know, the people that I targeted, man, they, you know, ain't no violence. It's just fun. Everybody having fun, and that's the type of stuff I've been doing lately.
Nice one, Papa, nice one. Well, we've got a few people here who'd like to get a wee word in here, so I'll start with Kirsty was first. Kirsty, then Scott. Kirsty, what's your thoughts here, darling?
Hey, Papa. I've watched that video a few times. It's fantastic. Those cars are awesome. Like, whereabouts did you shoot it again? I missed that part.
Yeah, we shot here in Orlando, Florida, one of the real known places. It's called Watson Shore Shopping Center. And I called up all my friends. We had Rolls Royce, we had Maybachs, we had monster trucks. We had everything that came out. The whole city came out when I announced that I was going to shoot a music video. We had probably about 400 to 500 people come out to my music video set to come and watch the music and be a part of the movement.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's awesome that you've got the whole community involved. You know, that's brilliant. That everyone kind of, you can tell it's like really authentic. You can tell people are having a good time when it's being shot. You can tell. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, we brought a barbecue grill out, and I made sure I gave people food. I gave free food out for people to eat that was out there supporting, and we just gave a lot of hamburgers, chickens, and all that kind of stuff. We brought the barbecue grill out as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that video.
Nice one, nice one. Scott and then Phil. I'm just working my way around here. Anyone who unmutes yourself, it means you want to get a wee word in. Oh, there's Joey as well. So Scott, then Phil, then Joey. Right? Scott, Phil, Joey.
Loved it, brother. I'm an MC and hip hop artist, rap, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure you placed my genre, but you nailed that shit to get them youngest bopping, brother. So good job.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Well said, Scott. Phil Naylor, then Joey Stuckey.
Good evening, Papa. I thought that was great. I really enjoyed the video. I thought it was well produced. A lot of action, which is always great in the video. I love the song. The tune. Even the lyrics were cool. I really dug the lyrics. Because I'm one of those OGs, I felt I related to it. So good on you.
Yeah.
Nice one, brother. Nice one. Joey, you need to find out how to unmute yourself. I've asked you to unmute, but you have to mute it. So Terry, as soon as you unmute yourself, you can come on. So Terry, then Steve, until Joey unmutes yourself. Terry, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was really great. It's uplifting. It was really, really kind of, quite like a good vibe in the video, and the song was really kind of, it made me smile. I really liked it.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, man. Like to bring the happiness back, fun to the music, especially with the OGs. The place where I shot it at, they go play dominoes, they play cards, and
so you played chess as well.
Yeah, they playing chess. Yeah. All the older people, So I brought that over there to them because don't nobody bring music to them no more.
Yeah.
Nice one, nice one. Here's Mr. Joey Stuckey as well. Okay. Joey, what's your thoughts on Papa there, brother?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, it really, really is. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Marlowe. I mean, it's got this wonderful rhythm and groove to it. I loved it. I thought it was really great. I'm sad that I've heard all these wonderful descriptions of the video. Sorry, I can't comment on that part, but I'm just going to imagine that it's amazing. And it sounds like there's a lot of cool cars involved.
Yeah, man. That's what we do in the States, man. The States kind of like represent the cars.
Yeah, absolutely. I did a video, and the only car I had was a police car in it, but it was fun. I borrowed a friend of mine's. I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was a Rolls Royce that we borrowed it for. So yes, good. Always good to have. I've always liked the idea of me driving, but probably not good for anybody else, so I don't do it. But seriously, love the groove. I mean, you did a fantastic job. That was awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said. Well said. Steve, and then if Mira wants to say anything to Papa, you've unmuted. Steve's got a rap song, Mother Nature's Rap, and he's got a 12-inch long green beard as well, Joey. But you wouldn't know that either. Honestly, man. Steve Andrews, you'd love him. Absolutely love him. What's your thoughts here?
I have indeed, and also like I am an OG, as you can probably see. I got like grey hair here, and I thought it was amazing. I thought like P is for Papa. I thought P is for professional, because everything was professional. The video was professional. The production was professional. The lyrics were professional. All of it. It just sort of stood out like P for professional for me, and I loved it. And also, not only that, but I see you got like a Superman t-shirt on, and I'm a huge fan of all the superhero series. So, I like that as well. Yeah. Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Fantastic. Papa, can I just say before, Mira, if you would like to ask Papa anything, I'm just going to say, have you got a song in Samuel L. Jackson's latest movie, or am I hearing wrong, Papa, or is that confidential and I'm blowing it?
What's that now?
Have you got a song coming into Samuel L. Jackson music and his film?
No, not Samuel L. Jackson.
No, so I must have picked it up wrong. Sorry. I thought I heard that through the grapevine. Forget that then. Mira, you're muted. Would you like to say anything to Papa before we go to the next section?
Yeah, I like the song. It was like a kind of fast moving, and the beat was so good. And the video coverage was amazing. The picturization and the location, it was like Thank you. Well done. Yeah.
Well said. Well, Papa, thanks for being a great guest. Takes us on to the third artist here. It's short and sweet, this show, but it's just this way hyper connect people. We make an article for every one of these sections, so basically it's a way to promote one song each time, isn't it? Thanks, Papa. Thanks for being a great guest. Next, we've got Phil Naylor, PG Naylor. PG, Phil, could you tell everybody who's Phil Naylor? What type of musician are you, and whereabouts in the world do you do your craft?
Well, like Mira, I'm from Sydney, Australia, and in my younger days, I played in rock bands around the Sydney area. Then I went into the corporate world for a long time, and then I decided I want to get back to what my first love, which was rock music. So over the last probably 7 or 8 years, I've been writing 60s influenced, original 60s influenced rock music. And I've put about 10 songs out on Spotify and the other streaming services over the last couple of years. Yeah, so that's me. I'm not sure which song you've got up there tonight.
I'm just about to ask you for the song bio on your song Hollywood Road.
Okay.
What's the story behind the reason for writing Hollywood Road? Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting song. Actually, Hollywood Road, it's got nothing to do with Hollywood and USA. There's a street that runs through Hong Kong called Hollywood Road. And my son lives there. And I was over there a couple of years ago in a bar having a drink with him. And I noticed this woman chatting up this guy. And I started to imagine what the conversation might be taking place. And then outside in the streets around that time was the riots in Hong Kong. I don't know whether you saw them all. Okay. So the song sort of conflates two ideas. One is this discussion taking place between this girl and this guy, and outside in the streets are the riots going on. So that's, and they're in a street called Hollywood Road. So that's what it's all about.
Well, without further ado, let's get acquainted with PG Naylor if you don't already know his music. Another fantastic musician. Here we go. Kirsty, go and cancel that, babe. That's 2 weeks in a row your son's called the show, babe.
She said there's a bar on the corner. I said, well, I don't know. She said, well, then let me warn you, if you want to lose that power, you gotta show some valor. I said, I know what you're doing. She said, I do it oh so well. But if you think I'm a shoo-in, I admire your candor, 'cause I'm neither goose nor gander. I'm walking down Hollywood Road, strange sights all around. Everybody there is talking in code, but they know what's going down on Hollywood Road. I found that bar on the corner. I went in down below. So hot, cheesy human sauna. My body turns to water. I'm a lamb to a slaughter. Outside in Hollywood Road, people milling all around. Everybody there is talking in code, but they know what's going down on Hollywood Road.
Anybody would like to get a word into Phil here? I'm just going to ask you all to unmute in the mass. Phil, absolutely awesome, dude. What's next for you, Phil? I'll get that one in before anybody else tries to. What's next for you, Mr. PG Naylor?
Oh well, that song was released about 2 or 3 years ago. Unfortunately, the video and the audio weren't syncing for me, but I don't know. Hopefully, it didn't destroy it too much. I've got a song which I released about 2 weeks ago called "Sensible," which is out on Spotify now, and I've got another one coming out on.
I'm going to unmute me again in a second.
And another one coming out in September. So my strategy at the moment is to put out a release probably about every 6 weeks.
Yeah, nice one, brother. Nice one, nice one. Well, you know, we've got your back, so let's get you on this show for feature every one of your tracks, you know. Get the articles written for them.
They can unmute.
Right, so, Joey, do you want to come in with the first comment this time, brother? Joey, what's your thoughts there, man?
I thought it was brilliant. And I have to say, this is the music theory geek in me coming out, but the chord voicings, the voice leadings, and the harmonies were absolutely superb. It was beautifully done.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're so welcome. Now, are you playing guitar as well as singing?
No, the way I do it, I do a demo at home where I'm sitting now, and I play all the instruments. But then I go to a friend of mine who's the producer and the guitarist. So he does the guitarist in the studio. Yeah.
Well, it was beautifully done. I mean, the recording's awesome. Everything was great. I really love it. And the hook is so catchy. It's such a catchy chorus.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said. Just for anyone who's unmuted themselves, Terry, then Michael. Terry, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, again, like a really nice drum sound as well, really snappy and tight. I thought it was great. Great video as well. Yeah, it's great. Everything about it was really, really nicely done.
Nice one, nice one. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Michael, Steve, and then Kirsty, quickly, man, and we'll go on to the next guest. We're nearly. The time
I thought
passes, but it's all good.
Oh, sorry, Sparky. I thought the storytelling was fantastic. The back and forth, and then taking it down to the street, and that line about everybody talking in code, but everybody knows what's going on. I just thought that was really clever. The lyrics, so nice work.
Yeah, I love writing that line. I just came to me and I thought, how cool is that? So yeah, a lot of people commented about writing in code. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that really landed.
Thank you.
Couldn't agree with you more. Let's go Kirsty and then Steve, because you're up next, Steve. Kirsty and then Steve. Kirsty, you're muted, my wee darling. I couldn't hear you. It's all right. Just go to Steve. Kirsty's microphone's damaged. Steve, what's your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I thought the guitar sounded brilliant. In fact, it reminded me of Mark Knopfler. So there you are. That was the quality of the guitar. And I also loved like the visuals in the video, which worked for me completely. I liked like the touches, like the anime. You know, there was the anime and the animation feel to it, and then that kind of mixed with, you know, with the picture of the singer. And you know, I liked it. It was kind of, I guess I'd call it hybrid, and it really worked for me. So the song and the video, yes, fantastic stuff.
Well said. Well said. Phil, thanks for being a great guest. We need to watch the time here, or we'll be a 3-hour show, and somebody needs to try and manage it. So it's my job. Thanks for being a great guest, Phil. PG, is there anything you want to say at the end of your section? I just cut you off. I know there was something, so I'm sorry.
No, I was just about to say the guy who was a guitarist also did all the graphics, so I got 2 for the price of 1.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. So, Steve, you're up next. Our next guest, Mr. Steve Andrews. Could you? Oh, I've just double pressed that there. Could you tell everybody who is Steve Andrews?
Who is Steve Andrews? That's a good question. Well, for a start, I'm also known as the Bard of Ely, and that's Ely in Cardiff, not Ely in Cambridge, and not Eli, as some people say. And it's basically a huge estate in Cardiff. Shaking Stevens came from there. And I used to write for the Big Issue magazine when I lived in Ely, so they called me the Bard of Ely because I'm a singer-songwriter, poet, and a bard. I have a big green beard, as you can see, and that was good enough for Britain's Got Talent. I was on Britain's Got Talent in 2017, and it was all going very well. But Simon, couldn't kind of cope with it because I was doing Stand By Me, and I got people to come up on the stage and stand by me, and he freaked out about that. But anyway, it was a great experience. The Green Beard also, very briefly about the Green Beard, I was in the Green Man Festival in 2003, 2004, and that's why I did the beard green, and I've kept it. And I didn't even say, I'm originally from Wales, I'm living in Portugal now. And yeah, well, I'm a singer-songwriter, poet, I'm also an author. Here's 2 of my books. So, and an environmental activist. So you're
an absolute legend. You forgot to mention that. You should just say it. I'm a legend. You should just say it.
Actually, thank you for that, Sparky.
You're legendary what you do.
I used to be billed as the legend and the legendary Steve Andrews. And I've even got a PRS, Performing Rights Society number for that. And I have been also called a famous Cardiffian and a Welsh icon. And I think I'll leave it at that, but okay.
Today we're going to feature your song, Mother Nature's Rap. So could you tell us a little bit, what is Mother Nature's Rap about? And then I'll play it for everybody here to enjoy.
Yes, I'd love to. Yeah, well, as I've just said, I am an environmental activist. I care a lot about the state of the world, about nature. I've been into nature since I was a little boy. And of course, I see it wrecked and it saddens me, it angers me. I want to take action. You hear people like Greta Thunberg saying, we need to take action. Well, a way that I can take action is I can write songs. Also, I see that like hip hop and rap is really popular genre now. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. And I wrote the song. I recorded it here in Portugal. My good friend Crumb, who has played for Hawkwind, he's a synthesizer wizard. Crumb liked it. He said, Steve, I'll put some synth on it if you like. I said, yes, please. And then I've got a Portuguese friend, Pedro Augusto Almeida, and he's an acclaimed filmmaker, and he made the music video. So that's it, Mother Nature Rap.
Right, without further ado, Mother Nature's Rap by Steve Andrews. Let's go.
You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. Mother Nature don't care about neatness, so leave the wildflowers grow. Help to save the wildlife, you reap what first you sow. Mother Nature ain't here for your dream, you're in hers, so let it be. Respect all her creations and go and hug a tree. But all the forests you've cut down, you know that should never have been. The mother's lungs have been cut out, it's happened but it's obscene. The oceans you filled with plastic and the land you poisoned badly. We're in the beginning of the end and the future's looming sadly. The children know what's happening and the grown-ups have let them down. The Arctic ice is melting and the cities on the coast could drown. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. Mother Nature don't care about neatness, so leave the wildflowers grow. Help to save the wildlife, you reap what first you sow. Mother Nature ain't there for your dream, you're in hers, so let it be. Respect all her creations and go and hug a tree. But all the forests you've cut down, you know that should never have been. The mother's lungs have been cut out, it's happened but it's obscene. The oceans you fill with plastic and the land you poison badly. We're in the beginning of the end and the future's looming sadly. The children know what's happening and the grown-ups have let them down. The the Arctic ice is melting and the cities on the coast could drown. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with
Some moves on you there, Steve. Yeah, you're unique. There's only one Steve Andrews, I'll tell you that. There's only one Steve Andrews.
Thank you.
There you. Brilliant, Mr. Andrews. Brilliant, brilliant. If anyone would like to get a word in with Steve here, unmute yourself. Young Ollie has. Ollie, what's your thoughts here, brother?
I thought it was really interesting. I liked how it was all about nature, and it had a really strong message as well with it, which is very important in music.
Well said, well said.
Thank you.
Well done.
Phil, then Mira.
Yeah, I really like the song. It was so real, and it was motivational, and it has good vibes. It was like fully of nature, and it says something about the today's world, like the nature, and it was really perfect.
I saw you dancing, Mira. I could see you. Mira was dancing away there, Steve. I can see her.
Yeah,
brilliant. Right. So Phil and then Terry. Then so our next guest, Sum of Seven. So Phil and then Terry. What's your thoughts?
Look, Steve, the whole purpose of a song like this is to get a message across, and I think you did that outstandingly well. There was no doubt about what the song was about, and the video I thought was pretty cool. So, congratulations.
Thank you for that. Yes, I'm trying to get a message across, and if I succeeded there, that's what I'm trying to do. Great, thank you.
Absolutely. So, who was the last there, Terry? Mr. Terry Finch, you're unmuted. Have you got a wee word to say before we go to the next part?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great, and I really liked the message a lot as well. It's something that I'm really concerned about as well. And I thought it was really colourful as well, the video. I loved it, and the shirt and your green beard and everything. But yeah, the message. Actually, I really liked the synth that was like wow, wow all the way through it, and the bubbly kind of synth as well was really great.
Very high level stuff, especially with the video quality as well. You don't get any better. Yeah. That's just 4K. Is that 4K you're recording in, Steve? I don't know what that 4K means, but
yeah. Thank you, Terry. Yeah. I am colourful. I like colour, and it was basically like a little bit about me, a bit about I see the world is colourful. I see the world like being destroyed, which is not colourful, and so it's kind of talking about that. And the shirt, I had to get that shirt. People have said that shirt was made for you, Steve. So
yeah, I wouldn't have been able to resist that either. I don't think if I'd have seen that.
Well, thanks for being an amazing guest again, Steve. No, thanks. So we're nearly halfway there. Sum of Seven. Yous are up next, guys. If you want to unmute yourselves, we've got three of you. We've got Ari, we've got Isa. I hope we're saying that right, and we've got Harry. Good enough, no worries, man. So, who's the spokesperson? Who would like to? Who are the Sum of Seven? You're from Finland. I've told everybody that much, but let us know the small bio. Who are you guys? Yeah,
I can start. Sum of Seven is a progressive metal band from Scandinavia, from Finland, and we're a group of music lovers. Combined or united with a love for progressive music and to be heavier end of the spectrum there. And we started a band to do what we love. Progressive music really burns in our hearts.
Yeah.
So we like to do what we like to listen.
Well,
and Yeah, we've been together for, we've had some lineup changes during the years, but we've been together about 10 years now. A major change happened a few years ago when our vocalist, Timo, left the band and Marko joined the band, and that really changed our sound and that really, I think, pushed us to a different direction.
Nice one, nice one. Well, we'd like to feature your song, The Enemy. Would you like to tell us what's the story behind The Enemy?
Yeah, The Enemy is probably the heaviest song that we have written so far. And it's going really fast and aggressive, and it carries the momentum from start to finish. We're really proud of that song. And it's really massive fun to play live, and it has some curveballs in there, you know, being progressive music. So although it's pretty straightforward, but it has some curveballs in it that the melodies may not be what you might expect from the intro and so on. And but it features one of the best melodies that we've written, I think. Esa, you'd like to say a few words about the lyrical message?
Just a few words. There is a lyrical message. And I think it's best if every listener finds their own meaning. We had a meaning when we wrote it, and the video has a meaning. Like from the song's name is The Enemy. We asked the question, who is the enemy? Is it somewhere outside of us? Is it somewhere within us? Mm-hmm. And how can we defeat the enemy? No, I guess that's it.
Well, without further ado, me and Kirsty's checked these out. You have joined the family recently. We're honoured to have you in the family. Let's go. Sum of 7 with Enemy. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go.
Now you're free from the rising above all entities.
I liked it.
Absolutely brilliant, Dave.
I liked it as well.
It's definitely heavy, as you said, the heavy end of the spectrum. You know, absolutely wild, absolutely brilliant. Let's see anyone who wants to unmute themselves to get a question in here. Let's start with young Ollie down the bottom here again. Ollie, what's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, well, I've been into heavy metal since I was young, basically. I don't really do that nowadays, but yeah, it sounded like it had elements of bands like Gojira in it, and the musicianship and the guitars were really, really good. So great job,
Oh,
guys.
thank you. Thank you. Excellent, yeah.
Well said, well said. Terry Finch, Mr. Andrews, and Michael Wilford.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I loved it. It was like super tight as well, you know, and the playing was really great. I like the Chick Corea synth guitar.
You're welcome.
You know, yeah, it was really great. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Well said, well said, well said. Michael, Steve, Phil, and then Mira. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Michael?
I thought the production quality in both the audio and the video was top notch. And yeah, you were right about some of the curveballs. The operatic sort of singing was pretty exciting. And then, yeah, the Chick Corea guitar, that was always fun to see that in a metal video. But yeah, I just thought it was really, really convincing and really well executed.
Thank you. Very nice to hear that.
Well said, well said. PG and then Steve.
Oh, look, the first thing that got to me was the drumming. I thought the drumming was fantastic, that incessant beat all the way through it. But the other instrumentation was great as well. And, you know, the song had a great message. It was easy to understand what it was about. And, yeah, the sort of operatic sort of parts of it that were very good. So it was very good to drag all those different bits into the one song. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said, well said. Just Steve, and then we're on to our next guest of the evening, who will be Timothy Barron.
Well, I'd just like to echo what Michael said. Basically, the production was fantastic. The production for the music, the production for the video, absolutely top, brilliant stuff. And what can I say? Just fantastic piece of music there, fantastic visuals, all of it, perfect.
Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. Thanks for being fantastic guests, some of 7. And, you know, we'll write an article for this section. You've already said your song bio, which is our dream for our articles, is to have the artists tell us why they wrote the songs, which is a great main reason, one of the reasons why we do this show. So until the next time, thanks for being great guests, some of 7. I'm actually going to stop this part of the recording and start again so that I can get the show on 2 different recordings. So thank you very much. Cheers.